Good morning. It's March the 14th, 2016. Time to kick off another trading day and week. This week's news will be dominated by central banks. The ECB spoke on Thursday, and they pretty much came out with twice what the market expected. Bank of Japan speaks tomorrow. No changes are expected there. Their current policy will be left intact. And then the Fed speaks on Wednesday. And everybody expects the Fed to hold interest rates steady right now, but the language at the announcement could be much more hawkish or stronger than is currently built into the market. So that's where we face. This is the week of central bank market fixing, market manipulation, market support, call it what you might. China came out over the weekend saying not to worry about the numbers, everything's fine and is going to get better. The European Union's industrial production was 0.5% higher than forecast, and that's a huge variance between the numbers and the forecast, because Europe's economy just doesn't grow that fast. Anything over 2% is they think they've died and gone to heaven. Japan's machine tool orders had the biggest spike they've had in a long time. Zero Hedge said that it was 4 sigmas outside of the what the recent trend has been. So people are questioning that number. Here we sit. The structure on Treasury says lower. The structure says that the Fed is going to adopt a more hawkish stance on Wednesday, or actually raise interest rates. Definitely looking at nothing but B's. And my guess is we're going to test support at 128 even. So with that in mind, a little bit lower, 1 to 5 would be buy 1. 25, 29 by 2. The knob spread continues to come in. On the sell side, 11 to 15. Would like to get it done against 16. You can see that last rotate up there in C period. And then 19 to 23 for sell 2. We finally got some moisture down here in Kansas. We pretty much well over an inch in our area. And again, it was spotty. It was just one great big thunderstorm that kind of set over Wichita, Sumner County, for about 8 hours. And that's the way we get our rain here. We have frontal passage weekly, every 7 to 10 days. And at this time of year, it can dump an inch or more. But we really have had no moisture since December the 5th. So no one was complaining about the water in the streets, the mud puddles, the splashes yesterday in this part of the world. Okay, looking at the 30-year, again, the structure, you can see we got this very, very clean break in this 20 area. So 7 to 11. Sell 1, 19 to 23 picks up all these. The lows are from 19 to 22 for sell 2, and that would be the ideal area to get short. A little lower, so 21 to 25 with a question mark at 29. And again, a lot will turn on what the E-mini is going to do today, and then 9 to 13. Looking at gold. Now, if the Fed does raise interest rates this week or speaks in a much more hawkish tone, it would be bearish for gold. Take it down a little bit. Gold pays no interest. And if the Fed's going to pay more, then that would take some of the money out of gold. We're still dealing with a lot of forecasts that say $1,300 to $1,500 before the buying is over in gold. And we'll see if that happens. But right now you can see that there's a pretty good buyer. This 45 to 50 area. And the seller is 80 to 85, and we're at the low end of the range. So 51 to 49, buy 1. Then 46 to 44, buy 2. 59 to 61, sell 1. And then 64 to 66, sell 2. Looking at the euro, which was really probably had the move that Draghi did not want on his announcement. The initial move was correct. I mean, it got slammed, but then it rallied back. Almost, I think 3 points. 3 points from, maybe almost 4 points from its low. I'd have to go back and look. But right now, if the Fed does raise interest rates or takes on a more hawkish tone, on United States paper you can get paid some money on yours. On European paper you have to pay them to hold your cash money. And that's a much different proposition. So I like the short side of the market. I think we're going to go down, and we'll be retesting the lows that were set off the announcement, because the news is bearish for the euro. It should head lower off of that. So the first little band of support down here again is going to be in this 110 area. So buy 1 will be 110 even. 975 will be buy 2. See that the selling started in London. On the sell side, 50, 111.50, sell 1. And then the spill was from 75. 75 would be sell 2. And so structurally right here, 111, a round number buying against that. And 110.75 would be a good place for just a covering order. And then 111.75 would be the other place that you'd like to put something on. You could get it there. So 11.50, sell 1, 11.75, sell 2. On the buy side, 111 even. And then 110.75 for buy 2. Not 109.75. That's the buy number 2, 10.75. I still have a hard time reading that with that nickel behind him. It just, my eye has not picked that up yet. And looking at crude, we're selling, and you can see that we have, now this is the difference between the April contract and the March. We still have a little gap down there that the market will fill at 36 before it's over. So we are selling, and again, it's just, why wouldn't it be selling based on the supply? And sometimes it doesn't. So this 75 to 38 even, sell 1. Might take a 50 to get in. We'll just have to see how it plays. And then 38 and a quarter, 38.50, sell 2. 36.75, 37 buy 1. And then this gap down here, 36, 36 and a quarter buy 2. Okay, the tendency, and it really is, it's more so on Tuesday than it is on Monday, but the equities tend to rally into FOMC announcements because the Fed won't say or do anything that jeopardize the strength of the stock market. So we've got this resistance now is 2010, 2015, and London's last rotate down stopped at 1995, so we probably have pretty good support 90 to 95 starting out, and then resistance at 10 to 15. If we get through the 15-17 area, then the next stop's going to be 25, a market number. And best support is this little high volume area down here, 85, 87. So we're at 05 right now. No news to drive the trading, so stops below 2,000, so 95 to 2,000 buy 1. And then 85 to 90 buy 2. On the sell side, 10 to 15. And then 20 to 25. And Mondays quite often start out slow, but the bias is to the upside and to the FOMC announcement this Wednesday. Okay, going to take a bit to get everything up and posted. I'm going to get busy on that. I will be back with you as soon as possible.